Okay, it's been a while since I made a video. I wanted to make a video about the whole LeBron thing. Who knows how long this will go. I've had a lot of thoughts, but I haven't really crystallized them into a video. I'll probably touch on a lot of things and make a long, rambling, wide-ranging, unfocused video like usual. This one may go 30 minutes, I don't know. Just to start off, I just wanted to say, it's so obvious right now that the LeBron haters that infect the NBA are conspiring against him, and that this is why he's better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan never had to deal with the whole NBA conspiring and teaming up against him. And the latest atrocious example of that is really disgusted me. Boogie Cousins going to the Lakers for $5.3 million. What a joke! What an absolute joke. And then all the commentators that hate LeBron, almost all of them, Clay Travis, Doug Gottlieb, Rob Parker, Skip Bayless, you can go on and on and on. There's nobody that defends him, but there's, you can turn on the radio anytime and hear people hating on him. That host, yeah, there are people that defend him, sort of, but they defend him in kind of a milquetoast way, or, they're just, it's not their job, it's not their... it's not their every thought to defend LeBron, like the haters. Like Skip Bayless, literally that's his job. Literally, he went to Fox Sports on a $6 million a year contract, and he made every dime of that. You know what he does every day, every single day? He goes on TV and he says LeBron James sucks. That's how he made $6 million a year. That's a fact. I get so mad at these LeBron haters talking about, his hordes of supporters, or all the media is making excuses for him. All the media hates him. Where do you people live? It's not acceptable to lie about that. I can name, like I said, just off the network I listen to, just because it happens to be the one that comes in near me, is generally Fox Sports. And like I said, it used to be an ESPN station, but they switched to Fox Sports. So just because they're Fox Sports is why I'm listing Fox hosts. No conspiracy or anything. But I can name 4 or 5 hosts on that channel that it's their life's work to bash LeBron. And I can't name one host on that channel who defends LeBron. Certainly not to the degree they do, if at all. Like Clay Travis in the morning, LeBron hater. Rob Parker, I listen to him with Chris Broussard, LeBron hater. Who else? No, I'm Skip Bayless, of course. LeBron, made millions of dollars off hating LeBron. There was a fourth one just that I couldn't think of right offhand, but I had mentioned him earlier. But yeah, so, this idea that the media covers for LeBron, the entire media hates LeBron. Give me a break. And if you say otherwise, you're lying, Doug Gottlieb. And LeBron haters who always want to recast the narrative like they're the minority or something, when the obvious facts are they're the vast majority. Anyways, moving on, yeah, it's become obvious to me the entire league is just conspiring against LeBron at this point. They really are. That's why KD went to Golden State. Michael Jordan never had to deal with a 73-win team suddenly getting the second best player in the NBA added to them to make 4 All-Stars. Did Michael Jordan ever beat a team with 4 All-Stars? I don't think so. And now they have 5. 5 All-Stars with Boogie. 5. Go ahead, name to me when Michael Jordan beat a team with 5 All-Stars. I'll wait on that. Michael Jordan could not have beat the Golden, even with the great Scottie Pippen and a pretty good, great supporting cast in Chicago. He could not have beaten 5 All-Stars in Golden State. He never had to. That's why LeBron is better than Jordan. Jordan never had to beat an NBA that conspired against him. You look at the timeline, and the Warriors were already great. LeBron beat them, so they went, we got to go get the best player in the NBA, second best, Kevin Durant, just to stop LeBron. We already got 3 All-Stars, just to stack the deck more against LeBron. I get so sick of these guys like Rob Parker. He's always talking about LeBron wants to stack the deck, but he never mentions how, the NBA, stacks the deck 50 times more again. How is LeBron stacking the deck? He doesn't have 1 All-Star with him in the Lakers. Golden State has 5. 5, Rob Parker, you idiot. Rob Parker makes me sick. He's always talking about, oh, LeBron needs the deck stack. But he doesn't talk about how the deck is being stacked against him times 10 in a way that Michael Jordan never, ever, ever had the deck stacked against him. And people always say, like, oh, Jordan and these guys, they wouldn't, because they never had that option back in those days. The players and Jordan and Bird and everybody else there, they never left their teams. That's just how it was. I don't give Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, any of those guys extra credit because they stayed on their teams. That's what you did back then. None of them left their teams. Except maybe, like, I don't know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Was he criticized for it? No, he was awesome because he went to the Lakers. Another point of why there's such a double standard. If anybody else does something, if Kevin Durant does something, leaves the team to go to a front-running team, it's great. There's one standard for everybody, and then there's like a 10 times harsher standard for LeBron. LeBron can't do anything without being criticized. If LeBron joins up, it's, oh, he's so bad. If Kevin Durant, okay, he took some criticism, but basically it's no big deal because nobody hates Kevin Durant. He's fine. He's a winner. He went to Golden State. That's all fine, But imagine if LeBron joined Golden State. That's the one thing I always ask all these haters because they're all up there. Oh, so it's fine when LeBron stacks the deck in Miami, but as soon as the rest of the league stacks the deck, then it's a problem. And I'm like, first of all, this idiocy that, first of all, that LeBron was the first one to stack the deck. So much bullshit. The first team to stack the deck, everybody ignores this now because they want to hate LeBron and so they want to blame everything on LeBron. LeBron was the first super team. No, the first super team historically was who? Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. But they're not LeBron, so nobody hated them, so they're just ignored. Nobody mentions them. They were really the first team of joined up superstars. Fact. Fact. Objective fact. But people always they want to hate LeBron, so they lie. Oh, LeBron did the super team stuff first. Oh, these LeBron haters are so obnoxious. Lie. He did not do it first. Second of all, it's not the same even close because the one thing that the LeBron haters ignore is that, what Miami was before LeBron got there? This so-called super team. They were 47 wins and a 5 seed in the playoffs. When KD joined Golden State, they were 73 wins. There is no comparison to what LeBron did and what Durant did. The cold hard objective facts state that. You can have your opinion all day long. But joining a 47 win 5 seed versus joining a 73 win team with 3 All-Stars already. And people hate LeBron so much they want to make that equivalent. Oh, it's the same. Oh, it's okay when LeBron stacks the deck. Also ignoring the fact that the entire NBA is stacking the deck against LeBron, so he has to stack the deck to have any chance. If he wants to. Give me a break. Like I said, Michael Jordan, people want to make it out like he's Superman now. He's retired, so you can't knock him. You can't ever, he's not out there right now to lose anything. So his record's set in stone. So, he's 6 on 5 and that. I'm not saying he wasn't a great player, everything, obviously, but just the amount of, people make it out like he's just uncriticizable. He didn't have to beat teams of 5 All-Stars. He didn't have the whole NBA conspiring against him like LeBron does. So that, to me, is why LeBron is better than him. If he had to beat the whole NBA, if he had to beat a team of 5 All-Stars and he did that, great. I'd say he's better than LeBron. He doesn't, like I said, you look at the history of the NBA and you look at it and LeBron and Golden State with 3 All-Stars, LeBron and Kyrie against Golden State's 3 All-Stars, Clay, Steph, and Draymond. That was a good matchup, all right. They were 1-1 in the finals. That was good, competitive, fair. Then Kevin Durant joined. That's when everything changed. Now you have 4 All-Stars, completely unfair. Then you had Kyrie leave, and at that point it's just become a rout. Golden State's just too strong. But the fact is they had to do that to stop LeBron. That's they went out, they lost the finals before Kevin Durant joined. So they basically just were like, oh, we lost, so we got to do something to stack the deck even more against LeBron. That's all that happened, Rob Parker. he's a joke. Can't stand Rob Parker. Even Skip Bayless is less annoying than him in his LeBron hate. Anyways, so I just want to make a few points on that. So yeah, it's become obvious. I mean, the whole NBA is so conspired against LeBron, and the latest example of it was Boogie stacking the deck even more. And if you don't think that deck is stacked, I saw somewhere Nate Silver, the statistical guy from 538, had tweeted about how you could argue that the starting five of Golden State is better at every position than what the Eastern Conference All-Stars are going to be. Because the Eastern Conference All-Stars, he said they might look something like, Kyrie Irving was one, Kevin Love was one, I don't remember Giannis, You go on down the line, if you just pick out who your 5 Eastern Conference All-Stars starting 5 would be, you could make an argument that at every position, the Golden State, just one team, of course, starting 5 is better than the entire Eastern Conference All-Star starting 5. That's how ridiculously stacked they are. And like I said, and you can't tell me, and then there's this whole media narrative that all these guys that hate LeBron immediately came out defending this Boogie Cousins atrocity. Oh, well, if you're just mad because your team isn't run as well as the Warriors. What a crock. First of all, this lie that somehow Boogie Cousins couldn't sign anywhere else because nobody wanted. He had meetings scheduled with the Pelicans in a couple days. He had meetings scheduled. And some other teams that I don't remember. He had meetings scheduled. It's an objective lie to say that, nobody else wanted it. He called Golden State. The only team that could sign him was Golden State. He made a gutless punk move, just like KD, because he wants to stop LeBron from winning more titles. That's what he did, I'm sorry, but in this revision, you're just mad because your team doesn't. Yeah, because your team doesn't have 2 gutless punks. Look, I give Golden State credit for 3 guys, Draymond, Clay, and Steph. Okay, that's their legit team. I give them credit for that. That's legit, and I don't hate those guys. The guys I hate are KD and Boogie, because those are the front runners who push it over the top, especially KD. But, if Golden State was out there winning championships and beating LeBron and everything with the original 3, more power to them. But they're not doing that, Fact. Talking about, LeBron needs to stack the deck. Give me a break. So yeah, it makes me so angry. And this, this nonsense. Like, there's a guy, Nick Wright, who summed it up best. He said, the fact that Boogie Cousins, 25 points a game All-Star, could only get a $5.3 million mid-level exception, he said, I reject it on its face. And that's the same thing I do. Like, I don't need to argue about it. I don't need evidence. I don't need reports. I don't need the scheduled meetings with the Pelicans and other teams that were coming up. I don't need any of that. It's on its face ridiculous. It's like saying, Kawhi Leonard signed with the Spurs for the veteran minimum. Well, because nobody else wanted him. You don't need any reports to say that nobody else wanted him. On its face that's absurd. Same thing with the Boogie contract. So get out of here with that weak crap that nobody else wanted him. The Golden State has just run so well. Oh, give me a break, And then, and it's getting ridiculous. Like, a good point I saw somebody make on Twitter or something was that the Golden State's making a mockery of the salary cap. The salary cap was designed to prevent this. Golden State's making a mockery of it because all these guys are taking huge discounts. Kevin Durant took tens of millions of dollars discount. Klay Thompson's talking about taking a huge discount. Huge discount. What's the point of a salary cap if all these guys are going to, just for Golden State so they can stop LeBron, because that's what it's always about, LeBron. They're all going to take huge, they're all going to, I'm making all these like bitter jokes now, like, I can't wait till Golden State signs Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving for the veteran minimum next year. Because why not? Why not? After what they did with Boogie, well, why not? Every All-Star should just go to Golden State. I can't wait till Golden State signs Jimmy Butler for $2 million a year next year, and then Kyrie Irving for $1.5 million. Why not? Why not at this point? You know, I mean, until they run out of roster slots, it's absurd. You know, absurd what they're doing. So anyways, and how the whole league, and here's another thing, the whole league is so conspired against LeBron. I saw it happening with this Kawhi thing, this Kawhi Leonard situation. The media, they were all scared that Kawhi was going to go to LA and LeBron was going to go to LA before he went there. So they're all, oh, the Spurs can't trade Kawhi, they gotta hold on to him, I'll force him to play. And every time there's a free agent, the media is almost 90%, they're always, oh, you gotta get something for him before he leaves for nothing. Then all of a sudden they all did a 180 and they're all, oh, you can't let Kawhi go. You have to force him to play out his contract. You can't let Kawhi. They all did a 180. Why? Because they were all scared he was going to go to LA and play with LeBron. And now, you know, the situation was fluid, so they didn't know that they kind of wanted him to go to LA and freeze LeBron out of LA because there was a thought that LA would get Kawhi and then not get LeBron. Now that LeBron's committed to LA, though, you know, they definitely don't want him to go there. It's so pathetic. And the same thing of, like, Philadelphia. Now all of a sudden, oh, what a surprise. You see, here's the thing. I knew that if once LeBron locked down with LA, Kawhi's not going to LA. Kawhi Leonard is not going to LA. He won't do it because the entire NBA conspires against LeBron. And we already heard these rumors that, oh, Kawhi doesn't want to join LeBron. Kawhi doesn't want to play on a super team. I thought that was funny because the next thing is, oh, Kawhi's going to the 76ers. Well, he doesn't want to join a super team. What would Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and Kawhi Leonard be? You know, give me a break with this. You know, and I hear Idiot Parker and Chris Broussard saying on their stupid show, oh, I heard Chris Broussard, you know, Kawhi's just going somewhere and he doesn't care who goes with him and blah, blah, blah. Right. You know, and that's better than LeBron. He needs people to stack the deck. Right. First of all, good for him. Kawhi's not winning any championships that way. You gotta stack the deck now. You know, if Kawhi really has the attitude, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever and I'm not stacking the deck. Great. Don't win any more titles because you're not winning any. How many titles was Kawhi winning in San Antonio the last few years by himself? I'll wait. He's not winning jack by himself. You know, for Rob Parker and Chris Broussard, this is a topic they had on their show the other day. That's why I'm angry about it. It was about, Chris Broussard was basically bringing up, like, which way do you think is better? Because Kawhi, he's just going where he's going to go. And, you know, if any help comes, great. But he doesn't need a super team. He just made up this whole narrative that doesn't exist anyway. You know, because LeBron went to LA without anybody else, you know, so you're going to say this was before LeBron had signed with LA. And yeah, the one Chris Broussard brought this topic up on his show. And it was all about, like, which do you think is better, to be like Kawhi? Of course, it was obviously so slanted. Of course, who's going to be like, oh, I'd rather be like LeBron where I need a super team than be like Kawhi where I'm independent and I'm just going to go wherever I want. And if people come to me, great. And if not, great. You know, because that's the whole Michael Jordan, you know, fallacy bullcrap. You know, Michael and Kobe stayed under him, blah, blah. Right, you know, never mind that Kobe at one point wanted out of LA, that Kobe always had the talent to win, Shaq dragged him to 3 titles, you know, all that those guys had great situations anyway, you know, Jordan had Pippen, Phil Jackson, you know, come on. But anyways, yeah, so Chris Broussard brought up this whole fake narrative about how, you know, he even threw it up for calls. You know, people call in and tell me, do you think it's better to be like Kawhi Leonard where you're just independent, you do what you want? And I'm just thinking, like, where do these people live? That's great for Kawhi. If he really does that, he's not winning any titles. You're not winning any unless you join up in this NBA of Golden State. You know, and even though I defend LeBron to the death, I can make a certain argument that LeBron did start that thing. But regardless, that, you know, even though the Celtics did it before him, he was one of the first. So, but regardless, it's how it is now, and you got to do it. You know, look at what Golden State, they just keep stacking it worse and worse. To me, the only way you're going to beat Golden State, you've got to stack the deck even more against them. That's why I'd rather LeBron had gone to Philly or somewhere else, and he didn't. Because the only way you're beating Golden State is you've got to stack the deck even more. You know, you've got to create. Look what Houston did. You've got to create something to rival them. It's an arms race. But honestly, I think a lot of these gutless NBA players are happy with Golden State winning titles as long as LeBron can't, so they'll leave it be, you know. And like I said, I knew this is just proof of how conspired against LeBron the entire NBA is. That as soon as LeBron went to the Lakers, Cowie's not going to LA. He will not do it. He'll him and he'll haul and he's conspired. He doesn't want to give LeBron help. And even then they would have 2 All-Stars against 5 in Golden State. It would be Cowie and LeBron against 5 in Golden State. How would that even be remotely fair? It's still so stacked against LeBron, even if Cowie went there. But he's not going to. Because, and I just love their Visions history. Now it's, now he might sign with the 76ers. Oh, well, fancy that. LeBron signs with the Lakers. All of a sudden, Cowie will sign with another team. Oh, who could have predicted that, It's almost like it's a big conspiracy against LeBron. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, it is. Because all these gutless players just don't want LeBron to win the title. Now you heard, Cowie won't sign with anybody with the Lakers. Oh, LeBron goes to the Lakers. Oh, Cowie will sign with Philadelphia, Oh, what a shock that, surprise. Who could have seen that coming, Cowie doesn't want to play with the super team in LA, but he wants to go to Philadelphia where Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are, and the media doesn't even notice the hypocrisy, Oh my goodness, this stuff makes me sick. Sick, I tell you. So I don't think Cowie's going to LA. I think there's a slight chance because if he could ruin the team by getting a lot of talent out of them, I think he would do that. But he's not going to do it for cheap just to help LeBron. I don't think he'll go sign there after next year either, because he's not going to want to help LeBron. But, that's what he's doing. He's maneuvering around to not help LeBron. That's what the whole NBA is doing. So I would fully expect Cowie to go to Philly, probably. Anywhere, because that'll make another strong team that could beat LeBron at the same time as keeping Cowie from helping LeBron. That'd be the move I'd expect. What happened to, San Antonio can't let Cowie go. They got to make him play out his final year. That's all out the door if he can go somewhere to help stop LeBron. Media won't be banging that drum anymore. All of a sudden you'll be hearing, the Spurs have got to get something for Cowie. They can't let him walk for nothing. You didn't hear that, last week. Anyways, I wanted to also discuss what I actually thought about the Lakers, their roster, so forth, so on. I think it's good. The more I look at it, the more I really like the talent here. I really do. And I saw in Summer League, maybe I'm sure I'm getting, Josh Hart was killing it yesterday. I just looked at the score. He was plus 24, hit 23 points. They always say somebody's too good for Summer League. Josh Hart looked like and the Lakers won their game against I forget who, but they won it 96-79, dominating win. And they'll say these guys look too good for Summer League when a guy's just down. Josh Hart, the box score, I didn't see, of course, the game. I don't even know if you can watch Summer League, but he definitely would seem to be one of these guys who look too good for Summer League. I saw his plus minus, like I said, it was plus 23, and he scored 24 points, and dang, he looks good. So if you're giving up for Cowie, why would you give up some of these players that are young? These guys are 23, 20. I would be tempted to just sit, especially with what Josh Hart did. Granted, it's one game. What Josh Hart did so far in Summer League, that's got to make you look at it and be like, man, I don't think I wouldn't give up much. I wouldn't give up just Josh Hart for Cowie right now, probably. Let alone Josh Hart and a bunch of other stuff, I would tread real carefully on this. I really would. I would not give up much at all for Kawhi Leonard if I'm the Lakers right now, because first of all, I think he wants to sabotage. I think he's gutless, and like the most NBA players, he wants to sabotage LeBron. I honestly feel that. So if he wants to sabotage LeBron, the best thing he could do would be to get the Lakers to give up a bunch of talent and assets to get him, and then not re-sign with him. So I'd be really wary re-sign with the Lakers. And you never know with LeBron being ball hungry, how they're going to get along. LeBron had problems with Kyrie. So, I mean, there's no way I would give up a lot for Cowie with the risk of not re-signing him. There's no way. And Yeah, because he can go to the Lakers and then he has to become a free agent either way. He has to maximize his contract. So there's just too much risk there. You give up a, he could very well not resign with the Lakers. That's what people ignore. They'll say like, oh, you can't risk him going to another team and then getting comfortable there. Like, what was his name? Paul George did with OKC. You can't risk there's downside risk that people don't see of him going to the LA, not loving it there, and not resigning with LA, and then LA just screwed himself royally if they give up a big package for him. I wouldn't do it. I think the Lakers have a lot of talent. I wouldn't give up very little for him. Right as of right this second, I think it was Josh Hart having that great summer league game. Here's the box score on it. Oh, by the way, Philly versus LA. Look at this. Lakers won 96-79. Look at Josh Hart's line. 26 minutes, 9 to 15, 24 points, plus 23. That looks amazing. I don't recognize any of these other names, but so yeah, that's what I mean. And just looking at the roster, I see a lot of talent here. I see Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, these guys being 20 to 23 years old. Now their signings I didn't like. I think basically Magic Johnson's an idiot when it comes to player personnel, just like Michael Jordan is. Now that's a funny thing I want to talk about with Michael Jordan. He was so impervious during the NBA, but look at the fact the guy couldn't hit a baseball. He can't run a team because Charlotte's awful. People want to make it out like he's such a winner. He wins at everything. If you play a game of cards, he's gonna win because he's so competitive. No, then why does he fail? He's not a perfect person. And they'll immediately I know what their response will be. Oh, well, you gotta just look at the basketball card. No, if he's such an indomitable spirit of winning and this and that, then why can't he win in Charlotte as an executive? Why was he terrible at baseball? And like I said, I know immediately what the Skip Bayless of the world are gonna do. They're gonna try to twist the argument back to their terms and be like, oh, well, we're talking just on the basketball court. No, you can't do that if he's such a winner. And he's a winner at everything. And he has this winning spirit. And then why can't he win? Why is he a failure as a front office executive? Why isn't he getting it done as a front office executive? Why isn't he, dominating, getting the winning spirit? Why isn't the Charlotte Hornets like the Golden State Warriors, where all these free agents come to play for Michael's team? And, why couldn't he win? Why couldn't he be so great at baseball? Just to point out that Michael Jordan can fail because nobody does that. Anyways, so yeah, I would not. I think Magic Johnson's dumb, and I see Magic Johnson and LeBron's fingerprints all over the Rajon Rondo signing, the Kentavious Caldwell-Pope signing, all of which were terrible. And the fact that apparently they didn't go hard after Boogie, even though I do 100% believe he set LeBron up and went to Golden State. Still, there's a report that, the Lakers didn't have interest. That was stupid. That was the first thing you should have gone for, especially because you could get him on a 1 year, so it's perfect. Because you're setting up to have a lot of cap room next year. So Boogie on a 1 year would have been fantastic, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, I love this roster. I love it, and it's a decent coach. That's what LeBron's not had. I forgot to mention that. It should be front and center of this video. A decent coach is what LeBron has not had, and that's why I was excited. Luke Walton is a decent coach. He finally is a decent coach. So you're going to see, great things out of LeBron this season. And this roster, you've got Kuzma, Ingram, excuse the yawn, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. Now, I see so much talent there. They're saying Deng could play again. I take that and I run. I don't. I think Isaiah Thomas. There's even talk he could be back somehow. If I'm not mistaken, I heard something like. Lonzo Ball has a lot of problems. He can't shoot, and that's a real problem because eventually teams are going to hack Alonzo. But he's a great defender. He's a great passer. He makes people around him better. He's young as beans, so he's just going to get better. I don't know. I even kind of to some extent like the Rondo signing. There's no playmaking with LeBron. Shooting with LeBron. But still, you've got a lot of playmaking, mean, so if you're the Lakers, just don't. I wouldn't give up anything, really. I wouldn't even give up Josh Hart for Kawhi right now. You know? I mean, I guess so. I guess you got to do that. I'm kind of crazy talking there, but okay, if I could be assured that Kawhi's signing like a 5-year deal, I'd give up Josh Hart for him. But for just me thinking that he's going to sign a 1 year and then leave us high and dry, I probably wouldn't. Or at least that there's a good chance he will do that. You know, I honestly think that's what he would be looking to do, is sign a 1 year. He's looking to hurt LeBron the best way he can, in my opinion, honestly. Honest talk. So, and you know, LeBron's, you know, not played well with Kyrie, so there's the history of, granted, Kyrie's always been a wuss, and if you look at it, Kyrie never was happy about LeBron coming there. And there was talk now that even after the 2016 championship, Kyrie was wanting to demand a trade. Kyrie was never happy about the LeBron thing, so that's probably a one-off situation. You know, that's a Kyrie problem, as they. But yeah, the talent in LA is good. I'm excited. I think the core is young and good. I'm for it, you know. LeBron with a good coach and Luke Walton is going to surprise and shock a lot of people. I'll tell you that right now. I'm excited, you know, and it's just funny to see how the NBA conspires against LeBron, and then maybe you can get a free agent next year, you know, and like I said, the main point of this video is I wouldn't give up a whole lot for Kawhi. You know, I wouldn't do it because there's too much risk of him not re-signing with the Lakers. And you don't know how good he is coming off that hamstring, you know. There's a lot of people that tell you, oh, you got to do whatever it takes to get a player like Kawhi. I don't think so. You know, you don't gut your young core. You don't do it. You know, there's way too much risk he'll walk. And what do the Lakers will have then? They'll have LeBron and nothing like Cleveland had, you know. You can't do it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. It's exciting, though. I can't wait for the season. I think the Lakers are going to be good. You know, tech with Kawhi, in my opinion. Don't go out of your way for him. Let him go to Philly, like I'm sure he wants to at this point, because it's going to be whatever can. You know, I just find that hilarious. Oh, I'm not going to anybody but LA. Oh, LeBron goes to LA. Oh, I'll go to Philly. You know, what a surprise, you gutless punk. Anyways, guess that's my video.